Hey guys, so this is going to be a slight product review tutorial on Polygel nails. I ordered my Polygel set from Wish from a company named Coscelia. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I'll leave it down below in the description box. I ended up ordering another set from a place called Vrenmol. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, and it will be in the description box. So I originally tried to use the Coscelia set, and it was a hot mess. So I was discouraged. Oh, also, let me stop. Quick disclaimer. I'm not a nail tech. I'm only a beginner. I bought this for fun. I have dabbled with doing my own nails before, but I am by no means a professional. So this is not a professional video, and I am not giving out professional advice. FYI. Back to the story, I was discouraged by the Coscelia set because it was not sticky enough. So when I tried to maneuver it with the alcohol product, which you'll understand later, it kind of just became messy and just messy. However, when I went back and I tried again with the other company, the product was super sticky, very tough, which is actually better because when I use the cleaning product, or you can use alcohol, it was a lot easier to maneuver it down the nail. So in the first clip that we just watched, I simply applied the base product and cured my nails for 120 seconds underneath the LED light. The instructions that came with the product were really vague, didn't give timing, gave steps, but it was in a pictorial, not really helpful. So here I begin sizing my nails with the dual form. The great thing about the dual forms is, of course, they have the numbering at the end of the tip that lets you know what size is best for that particular finger. I find that it's better to use a dual form that is just a little bit bigger. That way when you apply it, it encompasses the entire nail. And of course, if you need to, you can gently cut around the dual form where the cuticle would be placed if you need a better fit. However, cut with caution because you don't want to run the risk of creating a dual form shape that is too small for your nail bed. So I love this little brush that came with the set. It is a dual picker and brush tool. I'm absolutely in love with it. Before applying the product out of the gel, I do dip the picker in some of the solution just so that I can maneuver it easily from bottle to nail form. So here I am just grabbing I want to say a little less than a dime size amount of product and placing it onto the picker so I can put it on the nail form. My technique that I discovered that so far works best for me is if I place the product directly in the center of the nail form and then drag it down. And then I will add another little bead of polygel at the top and then drag it up. The reason why I do that is because the center where on your actual finger, where your nail kind of meets your finger, I find I always want to be the strongest part of the nail because that's where you're prone to break nails at the easiest. Like, I don't know why that one little everyone always breaks their nails there, and it's because there's just not enough support or bonding there. So I like to work it that way. So again, I will repeat. My process is that I like to place the product in the center of the dual form and then drag it down. It isn't necessarily a dragging motion, it's more so of a pat and drag. So it's a light pat drag that might turn into a glide if necessary, but don't go crazy. So after I've made sure that I'm okay with how the polygel is sitting in the dual form from the front and from the back, I gently apply pressure onto the polygel onto my finger. You want to do very light pressure only because if you apply too much pressure, the product will seep out from the cuticle area and then it'll create a mess. So I went ahead and started doing my other fingers. I am just going to show you guys one more time, just to show you one more time. So again, I am just putting some cleanser, or you can use alcohol, on the brush, and I am pat gliding my way down towards the cuticle. After that, I will pick up a little bit more of polygel product, and at the center where I created that little line, I'm going to pat glide away from the cuticle. Nice and even and sturdy is exactly what we're after. Now it's time to apply. So alas, the moment we've all been waiting for. For me to remove the nail form, I like to wiggle first at the top. I have tried this before where I wiggled first at the bottom and completely removed the nail from my finger, so that is bad. I also want to recommend when you cure your nails, also give it about 60 seconds curing underneath. That means just flipping your hand over and letting it cure the bottom. That way you can make sure your nails have really set, and when you're taking off the dual form, you're not risking it lifting at the cuticle. So once I have all of the dual forms removed, I'm now going to do what I feel is the equivalent to blending, and I also hate blending. It's like a patience thing for me. I'm going to start filing. So I'm just using the file sets that they sent me. I think it's a 180 nail grit nail file, which I actually love a 180 nail file, so it's never done me wrong. This is one of those 5-in-1 steps buff. I do, as you can see to the left, also have a little portable electric nail file that I like to use at the cuticle a little bit just to soften it up. So I'm now going to go ahead and do my thing and come back with the final results. Okay, and voila, I am now brushing off any excess dust from where I was filing my nails, applying a final top coat, and I'm about to cure these bad boys one more time. So here is the final product. Yay, it took me about 25 minutes to do. Like I said, only a beginner, not the quickest. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps some beginner out there. If anybody has any tips and tricks for me, please leave them down in the comments below. If this video helped anyone, please let me know with a like, share, or subscribe.